I want to help you create more atmospheric perspective in your paintings. And to do so, we're going to be looking at a little bit of basic color theory. So I'm helping to lift the veil on muddy colors and help you to create more clear, conscious decisions in your color choices. To take some of the guesswork out of your color mixing, I've created a series of color recipe cards that you can download from my website. Achieve more harmony, balance, mood, and atmosphere by using these easy-to-follow instructional cards. Learn more or download them now by clicking here. Let's look at the basic color wheel. It is made up of primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. When you mix two primaries together, you get a secondary. 1 + 1 = 2, or secondary. When you mix a primary and a secondary together, you get a tertiary. 1 + 2 = 3. Think of it as a fancy word for third. In total, we have 3 primary colors, 3 secondary colors, and 6 tertiary colors. Complementary colors are colors opposite each other on the color wheel. They do not contain any of the opposing color's hue. For instance, yellow-orange is made up of a yellow plus red. It does not have any blue primary in it. You can use complementary colors beside each other or in juxtaposition of one another to make very high impact contrasting colors. And in doing so, each color will make the other appear stronger because there isn't any of the other in it. However, when we mix complementaries, we get undesirable results, which we call mud. Analogous colors are beside each other on the color wheel. They are little baby steps to transition from one color to the next. These colors have a calm and harmonious effect on the eye. You can use analogous colors to transition smoothly from one complementary to the next so that you avoid muddy results. Let's talk a little about atmospheric perspective using color, temperature, and value range. Atmospheric perspective is the illusion that we painters create on a flat surface to convey depth, seasons, time of day, and even weather. But as artists, it's a powerful instrument to recognize how and why we choose the colors we will work with and how these active and conscious choices will affect the interpretation and understanding of our artwork. Let's look at temperature. Temperature can be best defined as warm and cool colors. It's easy to remember which colors are warm and which colors are cool if we think of it in this way. Warm colors, or those with yellow or golden tones, equals the sun, and the sun is warm. Cooler tones with more bluer influences equals shade, it's cooler. Greens, for instance, that contain a lot of blue are naturally cooler, like Hooker's Green Dark, Viridian Green, or Phthalo Green. A green with a lot of yellow would be considered warmer, like Sap Green or Leaf Green. A red with blue or pinkier undertones will appear cooler, like some alizarin crimsons. An orange-based red containing more yellow will appear warmer, like a cadmium red or a permanent red or vermilion. You can use color temperature to convey depth and perspective in your artwork. Color temperature is an often overlooked ally in landscape paintings. As a general rule, warm colors tend to come forward and cool colors recede. Of course, there are always exceptions to this, but this is a general rule. So, on very distant trees and hills, you might want to intentionally use colors with more lavender or magenta tones, or with cooler greens like turquoise and blue greens, even if your photo or the reality appears to be different. In your foreground and even in some middle ground trees, hills, grasses, or shrubs, use warmer colors because once again, they come forward. Use this knowledge as a way to increase depth and perspective and separate the elements in your artwork. Cool colors recede, warm colors come forward. Similar to color temperature, value can have an effect on how we read the depth, time of day, and type of lighting in your painting. Value is a range of tones from dark to medium to light. Is your value strong and contrasting, or is it pale and diffused? High key lighting in objects that are closer tend to have a deeper value range. Objects that are in the distance and diffused by light have a more shallow and paler range of tone. A clear, bright, sunny day may have strong shadows and lots of contrast, so you'll have a full range of values. A hazy day may have a more subtle range of value and appear paler overall. It's important to observe carefully and to take nothing for granted. You should also experiment too by exaggerating the differences between value and temperature to increase atmospheric perspective. Color theory can seem complicated, but I hope this gives you a better understanding of how to use it in a practical and functional way so that your next painting is clear in both its intention and its color. Want to create clear, more luminous color mixtures without the mud? To take some of the guesswork out of your color mixing, I've created a series of color recipe cards that you can download from my website. Learn more or download them now by clicking here.